From barely 100 last week to more than 600 on Monday, daily COVID-19 cases in Hong Kong are rising exponentially. One expert predicts they'll soon break 1,000. In the face of this surge, the city's top officials says it's best to hold fast to a zero-COVID strategy.
For the containment policy, at the moment, it is still the best policy and strategy for Hong Kong. It has proven to be effective in helping Hong Kong to suppress the previous waves and allow people to get back to their normal work.
But with Hong Kong still determined to stamp out transmission through contact tracing, localized lockdowns, mass testing, and border restrictions, not all health experts in the city are behind the government's approach.
Right now in Hong Kong, we're facing Omicron. And so the measures that we're taking now, which would have controlled the previous outbreaks, probably won't be able to control Omicron because it's so much more transmissible.
The latest wave has compelled many vaccine-hesitant Hong Kongers to get the jab. Despite early access to both the Sinovac and Pfizer-BioNTech vaccines, the vaccination rate in Hong Kong lags far behind that of Singapore or Taiwan, which struggled to obtain vaccine supplies earlier in the pandemic. The problem is particularly acute amongst the most vulnerable. Only about a fifth of those over 80 are protected.
Zero COVID is great when you're at zero. When you're dealing with outbreaks, it's not so great. In Hong Kong, I think there's a decision that needs to be made very soon, actually, about whether we're going to really try to get back to zero or whether we're going to switch over to another strategy.
Famously cosmopolitan and globally connected, Hong Kong has been largely isolated from the rest of the world by its strict COVID measures, which have increasingly aligned with China's to push for a reopening of the city's border with the mainland. The city's fifth wave presents a stark choice between tightening mainland-style measures or reassessing its priorities, weighing the risks of gradually opening up against the toll of continued restrictions on its people. Kilpatrick for TaiwanPlus.